shotgun bolt? What the fuck?
Come this way, man.
Do weapons have like an alternative fire mode usually, or?
No.
Okay.
So you can get what's called hop-ups, which are modifications. Come this way, man. Fucking follow my bung.
Follow my bunghole, eh?
My bungle. This weapon's pretty good. Swap it out for your hemlock.
Why? Is it another? Okay.
It's fully automatic. Cool.
But now I lost my amazing attachments.
Don't you worry about a thing, man. Don't you
My
worry.
attachments.
It's fully automatic. Don't. I'll attach a dick to your fucking forehead, man.
Wait, when you switch a weapon with attachments with other, they get swapped automatically, like.
I'm just setting up. Can you guys hear me?
Nice. That's cool. Why is it so dead?
Everyone wants you to die, so let's go die.
Why does everyone want me to die, man? I will get at least one kill in this bitch. Wait, where we go? Oh, we're heading. Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna kind of.
Have you played this game that like enough so that you actually feel like you know the map and shit?
Yeah. I'm a fucking MLG, man.
How many hours? All
right. Well, if you can hear me, then my greatest worries are all fine. I was just setting up the stream, but I'm not gonna do anything until Anton is done. So
nice.
Let's go to Anton.
Aaron, you have to watch for Anton. He doesn't know where to go like we do.
Exactly, man. If I die, it's on you, motherfucker.
He's doing fine. He actually was like the MVP when we played PUBG, so he's gonna carry this for us.
True. Man, look at this game. I'm always late. I'm always late to the party.
This game's been out for like 2 years.
You can parkour up stuff as well.
Parkour.
You don't really need it.
Oh yeah, you can. If you hold down space, you can go up walls.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, someone's shooting. Fuck, they're up here.
Bruh, I feel like I saw the light. I saw the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, yeah, that?
Why are you going all alone into the action?
Because I'm a fucking badass.
Engage!
He's down. Yeah, one of them's down.
I think I just really used my ulti in a good way. Look at that aim, boy. Is he dead?
Hold E on him. Hold E on him.
Is he dead? Did I get him?
Dude. Yeah. Rox, is there people shooting at you?
Yeah, there's someone shooting at me.
I'm alive. I'm fucking doing this, motherfuckers. Man, everyone typing F in chat, man. I feel violated.
Oh, that was a fucking...
Fuck you.
Where's this beach? Oh, here he is.
I threw thermite, eh?
He's down.
Coming.
Behind us another one. Oh my god, this is everything too fast.
Hey, did you kill him?
No.
Oh.
Wait, can enemies also use my ultimate thing?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, here he is. Yeah, there. Oh, fuck, there's a lot of them.
I'm coming, Toti.
Run.
Ban shot.
Shit, there's a lot of them.
Shit, I'm down.
No, keep me alive. Bosri.
Keep Anton alive!
Keep me alive, motherfucker. I'm the thing to
Okay, guys. Look at Anton's stream, not at mine.
Oh my god! Get the fuck out! I'm muting the. Why are you?
Now.
Wait, you both are down?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're down.
Just run. Just heal up.
How?
Hold four.
Hold.
I
don't have a shield.
Bruh. What the fuck?
I will stay alive.
Yeah, just hide.
Just leave.
Are you guys still? Can you still be revived?
I can, but this person is waiting for you.
Why are you doing this to me?
Okay, you see to the left there. Oh fuck.
It says Wait, it says like recovery banner or some shit. Like, can you still be recovered?
You can recover. Yeah, you can.
Revive us.
Grab that shield thingy and use it.
Okay.
Yeah. Now run behind cover. Yeah. You have to just tap it. Okay.
I feel like that didn't do shit.
Yeah, you need health, bruh.
Are they still?
Oh,
I still see him.
There they are. Yeah, there they are. Fuck, dude. You're gonna get insta killed.
Ah no! I thought I meant to fucking peek. Oh, I still see this motherfucker. Yo, what should I do?
Go to our bodies and you can get our loot.
I think I'm getting I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Okay. Piece the fuck out, bro. Oh, go jump down.
No,
go back.
I'm leaving.
Go back. No, there was a legendary.
Honestly, at this point, the last goal is survive. All right, survive.
Okay, well, see if there's medkits in here at least.
Standard stock.
Oh,
What is this?
bruh.
Extended mag. It has only become about survival. Do you understand, Aaron? Do you understand?
Bruh.
The student has become the master, huh?
Ah.
Okay, what
The
is this?
pupil has become the student, huh?
Yeah, boy. Okay, okay. There must be
Ooh, the token.
something to heal myself with here. No. What is this?
You
Oh,
got-
pick
oh,
up
yes,
syringe,
use it.
syringe.
Yeah, use that shit. Hold it. I mean, press it.
Press it. I want to press it.
Bop it.
Survive. Wait, that's
You
it.
got
Okay.
this, man.
Also, another question
Well, that's
that
only
I
5
just
squads
realized:
left.
are you hearing
I am
Anton's
fucking
audio?
doing good, man.
Yeah.
I'm on my way, man.
See, Anton, you don't even need us.
Yeah, true.
You got this, boy.
What have you done to me?
You
But
need us for.
Wait.
You need us for moral support. Ooh, look at that.
This parkour, man.
Oh fuck!
Okay, okay.
Hell, fuck.
Wait, how do I? You said if I hold space, he parkours.
Yeah,
No,
you kind of have to. You can only go a certain height, so like.
bruh.
Obviously,
wait.
that's too high to climb.
It's too high. It's too high IQ for you.
Hey, not bad.
Yes, I did it.
Hey, look at that. I'm impressed. That's a shotgun. Don't use shotgun from like
No, I
that
don't have
far
ammo
away.
for my rifle, dude.
shit. Maybe if you go further to the right, there's some buildings that you can loot. There might be stuff in there.
What have you guys done to me?
Oh, they're behind you. They're behind you. They see you, bro.
You were
They're
supposed to
coming for your
protect,
ass.
Aaron. You were supposed to
They're
protect.
I
We died
Dude,
protecting
I took
you.
bullets for you, my dude.
Yeah,
I
Bring-
jumped in fire. The
The cock ring is closing. The cock ring is closing.
closing on your ass, man. Okay, go to the left.
No,
Yeah.
I am
cool,
become my own man now, Aaron.
right? Yeah, you do you then.
Yeah, just
No,
do,
don't
do
let-
whatever makes you happy.
You got this.
Go into the building.
Okay. This
Oh,
is.
yes, use that.
Get up, you benchod.
Wait, I have to
Are
swap
you
it.
full?
What the fuck?
Yeah, press tab and then. Oh yeah, that worked.
What happens if I actually
Yeah, no, you
win
just need
this?
I will fucking zuck myself.
I get. What do I get if I win this?
Bragging rights.
You get premium,
Wow.
my premium OnlyFans account.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Wait, ammo? I need this ammo. This is for my.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't need
But
sniper
so-
ammo.
Yeah, drop some of that.
Shotgun. Okay. Maybe I should just wait it out. I mean, if I survive this, then we can do another match and the stream will last longer.
I mean,
Someone in chat said they'll donate 100.
Salami says I won't survive. What? Who said that?
bruh.
Bro.
Mr. Elemental.
Alright, Mr. Elemental, I'm
You
gonna
better
hold you fucking.
fucking-
If you don't. Okay, if you can't just say this shit, okay? If I win and you don't donate, I'm gonna fucking ban you, alright?
That's the way to do it.
I've
Someone
just,
already.
for some reason, I just been injected motivation to play really well.
Come on.
Bruh,
The
if I win,
Aaron
he
cut-
donates 150. If I win, he donates 150. You all
Yeah,
saw it. You all
agreed.
saw it.
Yeah,
Kylo said he will give you
I
his,
think,
his left testicle if you win.
guys, I think your 150 euros and your left testicle are safe. Just saying.
Aaron, don't do
someone
that.
said they'll donate 2,000 euros if you win. Oh, 2,000
Is what I
euros.
would say. if
Wait, no,
Anton
he didn't say
wasn't
euros. He
obsessed
probably
with
said
this
like
thing.
rupees or something.
Yeah, he said yen. He said yen.
Bruh. What is that? Like $2?
I don't even know.
Someone said 200 euros if you win.
Oh my god, bro! I have to win this.
Nada for shut up, boy.
10 people left. Top 10. Top 10. Bro, they didn't say how I have to win. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking wait this out,
True,
bro.
true.
Now there's money on the fucking line.
Someone said 5,000 Zimbabwe dollar. That's like 0.00001 fucking cent.
Bravo 6, move into position.
Someone said if you just leave the match and play another match, technically you didn't die, so you can.
No,
play
no, no,
another
no,
match.
no, no. We don't do cheap. We don't do big brain shit here. I want to see every motherfucker who promised money to donate money, or it's a lifetime ban on the angry cuck gaming. Okay?
2,000 rubles if you win.
Wait, 2,000 rubles? That's like. Fuck! I don't have a currency converter in my head. 10 people left. There's 4 squads.
500 gallons of oil.
Wait, do I get something if I get second place, or is it all or nothing?
It's all or nothing, my man.
Silence!
In
All
this...
or nothing.
Silence!
Sorry.
Silence, for real. Shut up! Ah!
I like the effort. I like the effort.
GG.
I like the effort. But
Bro, you know what? Honestly, I fucking panicked, yo. I only saw the dollar signs in front of my eyes.
they would not have seen you if you just hid. But I like the dedication.
That was some serious jihad screaming.
Thanks everyone for tuning in.
Thanks everyone. That was.
That lasted a whole how many minutes?
Can I get at least like a pity dollar or something? Oh fuck. Yo, honestly, the moment I started shooting, I saw nothing but dollar signs in front of my eyes, and then I started to get panicked.
You slowly saw them like burn away.
Yeah.
Like,
fuck's sake. Honestly,
well,
I feel like.
Oh, you got $10.
Wait, did I?
Yeah. So Kyle.
Wait, I
got
don't see it.
Kyle.
Wait, I don't see it for real. Wait, there it is. For your kill. You see that?
Yeah.
Actually,
With that.
I forgot what I want to say. Well, anyways, yeah, this was my first match of Epic Legends, guys. I see you guys tomorrow. And yes, next till that tomorrow. Now I want to keep the stream going because who knows who else will donate? We have another dollar from Zachman. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. No, see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
Bye guys.
Bye bye.
Bruh.
All right. I guess that leaves the scene open for me now. So hello and welcome everyone. Glad you're tuning in. Oh my god, that's so many viewers. I hope I was able to fix all the technical issues during the first, like getting everything set up stream. And now I can do a real video game stream like all the cool other streamers are doing it. So okay, let's just play some Magic Arena because that's a game I don't really have to, it's relatively simple. It doesn't require high gaming MLG gamer skills, and I can basically chill while playing it. But for those of you who don't know, Magic Arena is basically just Magic the Gathering digital, and not like Magic the Gathering online, which is like a pre-World War II looking product that's where actually just playing the game costs you money every time. It's like the biggest bullshit rip-off retarded program that there is. So I'm very glad they have Magic Arena where you can just play games. Oh man, I love you all in the chat as well. Andy Boomer Lil Mao. Okay. Good. Before I start, I want to go over the deck I'm playing real quick. So, I don't know how much you guys are into all this Magic the Gathering meta game at the moment, but a new set just came out, and they have this. Oops, I can't write. They have this new mechanic on a few cards that's called Companion, like for example this one, and it allows you to have this card basically in your opening hand, kind of, but not really, but kind of in your opening hand every game if you adhere to a certain deck building restriction. And these cards are, at the moment at least, absurdly overpowered and broken, and everyone's been using them. I think they're not that bad, but still they're very good. Alright. Man, looking at the chat every time is like, no homo, but love you guys. Okay, yeah, and so the deck I'm playing it has this companion here, and the restriction is it has to have 20 more cards than the minimum deck size. Usually in Magic, in constructed Magic, the minimum deck size is 60. But with this it becomes 80, and usually you want to have your deck as small as possible so the chance of drawing the cards you want is actually higher. But with this deck all the cards are so good it doesn't really matter that much. And the game plan is basically just a ramp. Ramping in Magic or in card games with mana just means I spend my first few turns generating a lot of resources, so that in my later turns I have a lot more resources to spend than the opponent. If any people of you play Hearthstone, you can very loosely kind of imagine like me having 10 mana crystals by turn 5 and the opponent just having 5 mana crystals by turn 5. And yeah, that's basically it. Alright. I'm just gonna play a little bit of ranked and see how we do. Sim for Andy. Schwanzton Stream ist shit, like lösch dich du Pisser und komm nie wieder. Oh my god. Oh dear. You guys are fucking savage. No, he's my brother. I would never do that. I mean, to be honest, I don't have a funny little concept like his. Like, I don't have a till I die or anything. I just have a play Magic and chill, yeah. Fuck all this, play Yu-Gi-Oh! Get the fuck out of here. Alright, so this opening hand is pretty good. I have something for 2 mana, 3 mana, 4, and this is one of my ultimate payoff cards. So this looks fine. Schwanzton is actually a great name, actually. Schwanzton. Yeah. I mean, sounds kind of manly. Yeah, I just realized, is there a way for me to give some users like special highlighting or something? Because, I mean, not that it's super important, but giving Anton a special color would be kind of useful, I think. But maybe for the next stream. Okay, this cunt is attacking very hard. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. So I have multiple possibilities now. I could use this. This is one of the creatures that helps me ramp and get a lot more lands. Or I could use this, and with when I play this card, this creature, I can shoot damage at some of his, and it's a high priority for me to get rid of this creature. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Play the land, and then shoot the damage here. Mod powers. Okay. Well, how does this giving mod powers work? Oh. Oh, yeah, I think I just lost the game. I wasn't paying attention, but this was kind of the nut draw for him. Yeah. Alt F4. Yeah, well, for now, I'd rather focus on the game and then do this whole moderator stuff next time. I mean, there's not much to moderate here at the moment. It's not the best starting hand, but I think it's okay. Which one of those is better? I think the ultimatum is better. Yep, lots of lands. Get all my different colors online. Thanks. Yeah, my background is has so much thought put into it. It's basically my clean your room. So my uncleaned room. So I have both of these cards would ramp me. I think this one here is better. Okay, he counters it. What a piece of shit. Wow, that's actually insane. Like he got the nut draw every game and there's no way for me to actually win. Damn. That's pretty messed up. But alright. Can't do much else than play on. Man, that's crazy. Well, I'm struggling for my life here. You can, the chat is getting into the destroy random random. Oh dear. God damn, I curse you all. Okay, that was a depressing match. But yeah. Man, stop with this calling for bans and things. I I don't even know how this all works. I am completely helpless. So please behave. Okay, so let's hope for a better game this time. Bad hand. Yeah, not good, but usable, I think. I think I'm gonna stream for, I don't know, like 10:30 or something. I think 10:30. That's okay for a first real stream, I think. So, pass the first turn ramp, play second land. This goes to the bottom. How do you prepare for your science segment? Well, to be honest, I just I mean, I said it in a podcast once. I tried to pick a topic that has something to do with what I'm doing at the moment, but I'm not doing much at the moment. So, yeah, basically just a little bit of what I found interesting during my studies, and maybe even better if it has something to do with current events or something. But yeah, for example, that South Pole segment where I explained a little bit about the science stations or the research stations on the South Pole. That was a segment that I like when I heard about this whole South Pole research thing. I was so struck, and I knew I had to put this in the science segment of the podcast. What games am I spontaneous spoon gaming? What games am I thinking on streaming? Well, for now, let's keep it at Magic Arena. So because like to start, I try to keep the game simple, and because Magic Arena is a rather simple game, let's keep it at that. But later, I don't know, maybe a little bit of Doom. Like go do a like playthrough of the nightmare difficulty of Doom Eternal, or play like I could imagine doing a nightmare playthrough of Doom 2016 followed by Doom Eternal, like give you the whole Doom experience. Yeah. Also, I'm currently not finished with Ori and the Will of the Wisps, so maybe that. But yeah, nothing specific. Until I get all this streaming stuff down, let's keep it at Magic Arena. For example, how I make people mods or ban people. Alright, so this cunt has been neutralizing, or in Magic terms, countering everything I did. So, wow, that's the first thing he didn't counter, but he's probably just going to return this to my hand at the end of the things. I saw another question. See, he's going to return this to my hand. I knew it. Oh yeah, Doom 3. I remember. Oh yes. By the way, guys, since I have you all here, I know many of the Doom fans have a problem with Doom 3, but honestly, for me, Doom 3 was I think is one of the best Doom games out there. Doom 3 is so underrated because I don't know why, but apparently all the people that want to play Doom are like too dumb to understand atmosphere and like because Doom 3 is not a shooter in the sense of die demons, but it's more of a horror game. And the horror of Doom 3 is so well done with these voice, what's it called? Like you find these PDAs and they have sometimes voice recordings of the scientists there, and they are so good. Like they get the atmosphere of Doom 3 so across so well. Ugh. And the best one, I think I said this in a podcast once, the best one is Ian McCormack. If you go on YouTube and type in Doom 3 log Ian McCormack, holy shit. That's like a not a creepypasta because they are cringe, but it's like a genuine fucking horror movie in audio form. Insane. Okay, sorry, that was my Doom 3 tangent. Let's get back to the game. So the opponent is playing a deck that's mono blue, so it's just blue mana, and they intend on just countering everything, every spell I cast. So it's not much fun, but I just play stuff without thinking much, and because I have no control over anything in this game, it's basically just the opponent deciding what I'm allowed to play and what not. And if I can run him out of cards, cool. I mean, I could, yeah. If you guys are interested, I can post my deck on Discord. So that's 13. I got a block. If that would have been an untapped land, I might have had a chance, but the way it's now, I don't see how I can come back. If I play this, he has 2 attackers. Yeah, there's no way for me. So since he has only blue cards, I'm of course going to grab this and a negate, and then remove Thassa. She doesn't do anything. Remove this. All the expensive cards. Yeah, maybe like this. Okay, what to you is the most fascinating branch of physics? The most fascinating branch of physics? Well, so whatever I say, don't think that's the best or the only thing in physics or the most important. Absolutely not. I think every branch of physics is important and incredible. But the one I decided for when I started my master thesis was optics and photonics. This looks good. Because it was mainly like, it was mainly a like I chose it by how do you say this in English? Ausschlussverfahren. So I looked at all the topics that were available to me, and I just crossed out all things that I thought were either too hard or not interesting. And I think not interesting, I realized that none of them are not interesting, and too hard, I realized all of them are too hard. So the one I chose in the end was optics and photonics because it was I thought back to my high school and realized that that was, I think, the topic that I had the most fun with and that gave me the most, like, I don't know if you guys had this, but in physics, high school physics for me was like one epiphany after the other, and the optics and photonics courses gave me the huge biggest epiphanies. So I guess that's why. Q&A. I mean, you can maybe, but I don't know how, because like unlike Anton, I don't have that much of a interaction with all this. Maybe that will come in the future, but for now, you can ask your questions for the podcast. I'd say so. If you get, I mean, some of the podcast Patreon questions are Andy and Anton. So maybe once I'm used to all this stuff, I'll think about doing a Q&A. But for now, no. Why Exacolite and not Randy? Well, maybe I will become Randy at some point. Alright, I'm gonna try this. Was ist das für ein Headset? This is a Razer headset, I think. It's my wife's headset. Because I usually use the Corsair one that I bought, which is a lot more comfortable. But the problem is the mic is apparently not working and super quiet, and well, then I can't use it, right? So at the moment I use this. So yeah, when playing against Mono Blue, I mean, it's not much of a game, right? So the story behind the name, last when I did the test stream to set everything up, I challenged the 20 or so people that were there to name me where this name is from, because this name Xaculite is from a very old PlayStation 2 game, and to my surprise, many people knew it. I don't know if they just quickly Googled it or what. If so, bitches. But if you like generally know it, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. It's Ryan J plays. You are correct. It's Sylphid, the Lost Planet, which is a highly unknown gem, I think, or maybe it is known, but I don't know. But I think the game is hugely underrated and very, very, very cool. Alright, let's first try this. No, I probably won't make my own Discord. That's a little bit too hardcore for me at the moment. All right. I'm gonna attack. Oh, Atanasov. In Magic, you always play best of threes. So that's why you might think I'm playing the same person. What the fuck? Sabrina? Okay. Now with 1 mana open, I think I can afford to play this. Oh wow. Okay. Everyone say hello to my wife. She's in the chat. Hello, wife. Okay, gotta be careful on what I say now. No man. Let's keep this on top. Maybe he counters this one. Although, no, I have enough other stuff to play, so yeah. Hey man, fellow programmer here, what makes you want to start programming? Actually, it's very hard for me to put into words, but I just get like when I program something and I hit the compile and stuff, and it just works. That is like such a primal feeling of joy. I don't know how to explain that. Yeah, thank you everyone. So, yeah, Anton, there you go. My wife is already more involved than Sophia. Let's exile this. But yeah, no, programming I think is so satisfying, and at least, you know, if it works. Of course, it doesn't always work. And debugging, I mean, everyone knows that debugging can be quite hellish. So, yeah. But I think it's worth it every time. I'm fired. You're fired. Okay, so if this resolves, I have a chance, and he has only one card left in hand, so there's a chance. What language I program? Ah, of course. He of course has the answer. That dumb cunt. What language I program with? So usually it's C# because that's what I use for Unity, and in my job it's Java. Yeah, had a bad time with Python. Yeah, man. We like in physics. Every physicist has to learn Python to some degree for the data usage and like dealing with huge amounts of data. And during my time in the university, I think it was okay. I thought it was quite interesting and not that hard. But then I tried to use it for like a real problem of mine at home, and it was. I was straight up not having a good time, okay? That's what I can say to that. Okay, so I could play this and flicker a few elementals, although I don't know why I would want to do that. Yeah, I guess I could flicker these two and get their enter the battlefield triggers again. No, guys, you are being too hard to Anton. Anton, he created all of this that we are now a part of from nothing. From nothing, I tell you. Yeah. He was like, I've real talk here for a minute. I have never seen someone work this hard and this with so much passion as Anton did since day one. Yeah. And I mean, you guys, yeah, you have to remember, when Anton started this, it was a few years back. There was no, yeah, I know how this is going to turn out. Here, parents, look, in 1 year I'm going to have this many subscribers, and I'm going to earn this much money. It was like a complete shot in the dark. And of course, if you have parents that are more conservative, they of course would rather have you do something safe. Yeah, and but safe is sometimes quite boring. So I highly commend Anton for really taking the risk and doing it and sticking to it. So yeah, don't be so hard on him. He's the best. Simp of Ranton, absolutely. Omega Simpage. Man, I just realized, did my wife specifically make a YouTube account just so she can invade my stream? That's quite respectable. Honestly. Sabrina, if you're listening, respect. Okay, so let's go. Pump this creature. Actually, how many cards? 51. Yeah, I guess I can keep this on top. So I'm gonna mutate onto this one. Is power or toughness more important? I'd say toughness. See, he has like 8 lands at the moment, and I have a lot more, so I can play a lot more. Which is a very incorrect and oversimplified way of explaining ramp decks, but yeah. So I'm not gonna try to play this, but because he will very probably, or with a high probability, he will counter it, and this is a very important spell for my decks. Yeah. I should go to Ranton's podcast. Yeah, maybe. Andy is better at streaming. I don't know, man. Anton has a greater variety of games. Okay. I think I can afford to attack. I don't know. What do you think of the salt being thrown around between the humanities and the natural sciences? Well, I mean, you gotta make the humanities feel at least like they have some kind of power, right? So I think I'm just gonna attack with this one. People often ask me if one school or one study is more difficult than the other, and for me personally, like people often say like physics has to be like the hardest, but and in some regards I agree, but it's also like difficulty of a certain field is always a personal thing. Like for example, for me, if I would have had to do the thing Anton tried very early, like the bank thing, it would have been hell for me just as it was for him. Like I cannot work with this business bank crap. Yeah? So that would have been a lot harder for me, even though many people would say, well, it's just percent calculation. Yeah, okay, but all the rest, it's so much harder for me. So I don't know. I personally prefer these logical fields of study, like physics, mathematics, natural science, engineering. They're more logical, and then there are more like learning things by heart kind of fields. And I would say most of the humanities are like that, and unfortunately medical school is like that. And that's why I personally think being a doctor is a lot harder than being like a scientist. At least it's harder to achieve. Let's say this. Okay, so before I end the turn, I'm just gonna activate this once more. This has protection from multicolored. That's a big yikes. What do you think of Magnolia? And would you consider it to be a 7 out of 10? The Magnolia thing. Okay, so how many elementals do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. With this, it would be 5. Let's just use this. If he counters this, then I can play the ultimatum safely. Xander Desmecht is trying every day, is trying his hardest every day to become Anton's most hated enemy. I loves it. Oh, so yeah, about the project. I think you meant the project I mentioned on the podcast. So I'm currently like maybe I oversold it a bit, but it's not yet done. So I still like, for example, most of the art is kind of yeah, and there's still a few bugs for me to work out. So don't expect it like in this month, but I would say this year definitely. It's I can say this much. It's a very simple like game that you would normally find in a game jam, but since I'm not that good yet, I cannot produce this for a game jam where you only have 2 weeks time. So for me, it takes a little bit longer. Also, it's just a hobby project. Why would I be stressing, right? So yeah. Yep. That's quite a nice opening hand. I think I'm gonna move this one. So it's a very simple, clicky game where you have to move around a space station and defend against alien invaders. Pretty simple. You can control the entire game just with clicking, because I wanted it to also work with mobile. And yeah. What's it? YouTube? First off, the double feature of Doom 2016 plus Eternal would be sweet. Yeah, actually, when I said that, I kind of realized how cool that would be. So I'm gonna keep that in mind. And secondly, would you consider Path of Exile stream? I mean, if you look at my Steam library, which you hopefully can't, I think I have 2,000 hours of Path of Exile, and I love this game. Yeah, they are the developers of Path of Exile are one of the few developers that I've actually given money to or donated money to, because I think they're so awesome. And so yeah, I love the game. I of course would love to stream it, but this league is almost like the air is almost out of this league, and so like Path of Exile has these 3-month release cycles where they release new content every 3 months, and so for the next league start, actually sounds pretty good. I would say I don't mind. I think streaming it actually would be quite cool, but that's still months away. I think 2 months away, right? So first I'm gonna try to mutate onto this, and if this gets countered, I will play the other druid. Because I only have 1 blue mana, so I can't play anything meaningful and leave blue mana open to counter his spell. Am I hyped for Elden Ring? Elden Ring is the new From Software game, right? Well, I mean, if you listen to the podcast, you know that I try to not be hyped ever for anything. So the honest answer, no, I'm not hyped. I know nothing about the game. I haven't watched any trailers or stuff, so. And I try not to until it's released. And then I'm just gonna look at a few pictures, see what it's about, and if the setting speaks to me, I'm just gonna buy it and then decide. Watch John Wick twice. Nice. Yeah, I think there's not much info anyway. Okay, so that's a mistake on his part, I think. Why would he tap out here? So now I have now I have a free spell basically. I can play without him being able to interact with my spell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, too bad. I needed 3 blue mana, and then I could cast this and basically win the game. For now, let's just choose this one. Is it easy to get into Path of Exile? I'd say yes. Just because the game is very, how do you say? When you first start and you know nothing, you will do everything wrong, but it won't feel horrible. Like, you won't feel like you wasted your time. And I think that's what Path of Exile does so well. It allows you to experiment without feeling like you're wasting your time or doing something unnecessary or stupid. Of course, the game is so mega deep, you will always find something new to experiment with and stuff. So yeah, give it a try. I can only recommend it. Looking pretty bad. They have protection from multicolored, so I can't attack. Here, then I just have 7 mana left. Yeah, but I need this. Like, I need stuff in my graveyard. Endgame has more depth than Magno. Spoonie, you monster! Okay, so let's just hope this resolves. Nope. Bad. I can't block. Yikes. Whoever asked for my deck, are you sure you still want to try out this deck? It's not performing very well at the moment. I should do videos about science. Well, actually, like when Anton first started his channel, I thought, hey man, this making your own videos looks really cool. Maybe I'll just give it a try. But then I realized that I'm fucking incapable of doing video editing. I think that's one of the most yeah, this game's over by the way. One of the most unsatisfying things for me to do, so yeah. I probably won't be doing any videos myself. Okay. Man, this is going absolutely horrible so far. So, thanks guys. But I have not seen anyone in chat point out any misplays I did. That could be because you guys know nothing about what's happening, or because I'm just unlucky. Okay, let's play one more match. Let's hope this works out. I mean, yeah, I can do, like, some science videos don't need that much editing, but I think there will always be someone who knows how to edit who can get the stuff across better then. So I don't see what the point would be in me releasing videos that are possibly interesting, but are just not that like satisfying to watch. You know, we said that in the podcast. Like, the Americans, they sometimes they just know how to present shit, how to make you want to watch it. So, yeah. No, let's just keep it at this content for the moment. Okay. Okay, so my opponent has the same companion. It might be that he's playing the same deck. We shall see. Although he has no different lands, so no. I have small brain when it comes to MTG. Well, to be honest, I think for MTG you need a much bigger brain than for Hearthstone, because for Hearthstone you don't need a brain at all. That shit game. But still, I think Magic is quite over. Like it oversells itself a little on how complicated it is. But still, it's a great game. So I mean, if you haven't started with Magic, I don't recommend you start at the moment because it's absurdly expensive. At least playing paper Magic, and paper Magic is kind of the real Magic. This is just playing Magic Arena is basically just, you know, at the moment we have no other possibility. But playing paper Magic is the real Magic, and that's insanely expensive. So at the moment I would not recommend you start. But you can play a little bit of Magic Arena by the side. Why not? Would you consider playing an RTS on stream? Real-time strategy? Like Age of Empire 2? Yes. I mean, I could play some StarCraft 2. Play a few online matches of StarCraft. Actually, oh, that's a good idea. I used to be... When StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty came out, that was basically when StarCraft 2 came out, I managed... Like, I powered so hard through that game, I managed to actually reach the Masters League. That was like the highest league for non-pro gaming people. That was cool. I was pretty proud of that. But then, since then, the game has become so. There are so many units. Like the 2 expansions added so many more units. It's my brain cannot handle this. Okay. So with 5 mana. Actually, there's not much I can play with 5 mana. I'm just gonna play this guy and shoot 1 damage here. Civilization? That's not real-time strategy, right? So these 4X games, like Civilization and stuff, I don't really like them that much. The only 4X game I would really recommend, because it's really, really good, is Endless Legend. That game is so creative and... yeah, the gameplay just feels, everything feels correct. I had more fun drawing you because you are more easy to draw, which just means you are more sexy than Anton. I am more sexy than Anton. Confirmed. Attack here. He's probably just gonna block. Or he's gonna kill this unit. Society of Friends. Nah, this entire setting of like strategy games that have a realistic setting, like Age of Empires and Company of Heroes and stuff, that just doesn't speak to me. I need stuff that isn't part of this planet. Yo. Wait. I have 6 mana. Yeah, let's just return this. And then play here. Scum? Probably not. On the subject of science, you have. Yeah, I mean, it's very nice to hear that you like the way I explain the things, but I wouldn't say that I explain them in a very scientific way. If you kind of understand what I mean, I do them in a really simplified. Like my main intent with the science segment in the podcast is for you two guys to become interested in that topic and then inform yourselves further without me, because I mean I'm just a physicist. I don't know that much about everything. Yeah. So I can just give you a small little trailer or teaser of a topic, try to make it as interesting as possible, but not go so much into depth. If you find a topic really interesting, feel free. I encourage you to do your own research into this topic and field. So that's why I think it would be unnecessary for me to do any more. You think it's possible to play Path of Exile on console without mic? To be honest, I don't know why the devs created Path of Exile for console. I haven't tried it, and I can't imagine it being fun. Like, why would you play this on console? I don't get it. So I purposefully didn't crack this land. Let's kill this. And then once get the attack through, I'm gonna crack the land and put a counter here and draw a card. Lusty Oilet and... Okay, 1 second. Here. By the way, this is my companion. I can change the color. Look how cute he is. Whee! Then when I touch him with the mouse, he does like this whole cat, like, yes, touch me. And yeah, look. Isn't it adorable? Okay. So let's play one more card. Add another land. Put this here. Into a kind of... Actually, yeah, I mean... I could do a stream with Anton together. Like, one of his Friday chill streams, he actually played a little bit of League of Legends. And I was... Oh no, actually no, I joined him when the stream was already over. Oh, seems he doesn't want me. No, but yeah, I mean, if the opportunity arises, that would be awesome, man. I mean, playing games with Anton, I remember when we played League together, every game was awesome, every game was fun. Maybe not for the gameplay, but because he has been entertaining back then as he is now. So very good. Okay, let's try this, see if this resolves. Yes. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of cards. That will be a lot of cards. Oh yes, put that on the battlefield. Yes, give me more cards. another land here. Another counter. Tuck. Okay, now time to discard. Discard 2 Omnas. Yeah, growth spirals won't do much. So this goes. Then the leaf can druid doesn't help me, and this reason reef also doesn't help me. Let's keep the lands.
This isn't a fight you can win. Here we go.
Ooh. Okay. What do I think about Yu-Gi-Oh? I know literally nothing about the game, but I know that everyone who's playing it is either... No, everyone who's playing it is a weeb. So... so, yeah. Eh. No offense though, if you like it, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna run this list back. Yeah, I usually play Magic the Gathering like in the store. Yeah, I go to my friendly local game store with Juan, an Argentinian friend of mine. He was on the podcast, on one of the earlier podcasts, by the way. Awesome dude. And then we go to another town and play Friday Night Magic every Friday. Or not every Friday. Like, I gotta be real. I'm not playing it every Friday. But I personally think playing Magic like in paper, in a store, you can't top this experience by playing online. Bring back Juan. Yeah. Well, at the moment that won't be possible for obvious reasons. Yeah. No, Juan was basically just the voice of FIFA. Juan was the representative of FIFA players on Earth. And he did a pretty fucking good job at that, right? So what was it like to not see your brother for so long because he's training with the Knights of the Round Table? Well, I mean, since the Knights of the Round Table are kind of a secret organization, I didn't even know that he was training with the Knights of the Round Table. I can't keep this hand, no green mana. And therefore, I actually didn't notice he was gone. Oh, that's how it is. No, to be honest, Anton being in the temple, well, to me he never seemed that far away, because I guess that's because like China is not as exotic and unreachable for me as it's maybe for many other people. So I never thought of Anton as being like in another dimension far away. No, he was just over there, right? Because China is literally, for me, is just over there. I mean, oh, that maybe that came like kind of weird. That came over kind of weird. It's just China isn't. China is very familiar to me, in a way. And since I have also been at Shaolin Temple once, only as a tourist though, so in my mind I always knew where he was. I guess that's a better answer. I always knew where Anton was, and that's why I was kind of, yeah, Anton's there. I was pretty sure he's having a good time there, so I was happy brother. Knowing your brother is content and doing something he likes, that's what more can you ask for? play the Parcel Beast, I think. Although, nah, I can't activate it this turn. No, let's just play this guy. Nice. Actually, I could have made them both come into play untapped. But then I would have just left this guy open to a removal spell, so probably not gonna do it. Have I seen Dark on Netflix? No, I'm actually not that much of a show watcher, honestly. I mean, I have Netflix and I watch it regularly, but more like more movies than shows. I'm not much of a show watcher. Yeah. Awesome stream. Ah, thanks, man. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. What can I do with it? 3 in the graveyard. I think I need to draw more cards. So enchant this guy. And then I think I'm gonna activate this ability now, so because if I draw a land... Oh no, I totally fucked up. So no, that was not very smart. Oops.
Seek and find.
Yeah, I think so. After this match, I think I've streamed long enough for today at least. So maybe in the future I can do longer streams. Although, yeah, I don't know. No, what was I going to say? Oops. Yeah. Well, I was really just wanting to say, like, after this match, I'm gonna probably turn the stream off. But I'm very glad to read that you guys like it so far. Okay, so what can I play here? So he drew a lot of cards with this guy. Kind of flooding out a bit. Another land. Yeah, that's not gonna help me here. No. Alzheimer kicks. Yeah. Man. Being on camera, I don't know what this is. Cameras, like, old Indians had this belief that the camera, when you took a picture of them, the camera would suck away their souls. And of course, that's bullshit. But being on camera, that it does something to your brain. Like, you cannot completely focus like you would normally. It's the same effect. I'm sure many of you remember back in school when the teacher called you to do something in front of the class on the blackboard, or what's it called? Yeah, blackboard. Every time you were sitting back in the room, you were just looking at it and were like, yes, of course. If the teacher would call me now, I would destroy this exercise. And then you'd get called to the front of the class and have to do like a simple 5 + 5, and you would just stand there and be like, drool coming down your out of your mouth. And I don't get what I'm supposed to do here. And it's like, why is this happening? How? What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's a good draw. So yeah, that's it's sometimes I mean, maybe that's also because I'm not yet used to it. But yeah, for the moment, being in front of a camera really does a number on my brain. Oh yeah, that's a nice ultimatum. Check this out. So, pumping elementals, one here, so you can block this. And the rest here. Then target a permanent. Oh, I think I'm actually just gonna choose the Mizzet. And 1, 2, 3, so that's not enough, but I'm still gonna damage Tamio.
Do not harm my scrolls.
Yep. Okay, that was a good turn. When I improvise on guitar, it's fine, but the moment you press record, your finger go beep boop boop boop. Yeah. I totally get what you mean. It's once it's on, the brain just it's a skill you have to learn. Being able to deliver or being able to work in situations that you're not used to. And yeah, still a long way to go for me at least. How far away do I live from Anton? Well, we live in the same city, and it's in Germany. Cities are not particularly big, so walking distance. Although pretty much everywhere in our city is walking distance. Nah, normal distance. Like it's not a big commitment to say hello to Anton. Will the science segment be exclusive to Random Podcast? Yeah, as I said before, I'm not gonna upload any science videos to my channel. But whenever I stream, like guys, feel free to post any questions you have. I will try my best to answer it. Although, as I have just mentioned, I can't promise that I will be able to answer them with the full power of this brain here. So ask your questions, absolutely, don't hold back. But just be prepared that I might not be able to give like the perfect answer. I'll do my best, but yeah. Bye, Alexander G. Okay, so let's crush this nerd. Play one more land to here, and to the bottom. So 1, 2, 3. If I play this guy again, I'm gonna keep the Omnath I have here, but then I will be able to shoot the damage at Tamio. Although I don't know if that's even needed. Let's activate this first. Yes, that's good. Okay. Use the 4 mana to tap. And now I can crack this and attack for a lot of damage. Xander, you're not liking light and reflections? Man, that's super interesting. And I always thought it to be rather simple, no? But everyone has its preferences. Okay, so my wife heard me and is asking the real questions. So, okay, I'm trying to answer in English. She asked about, do white holes exist, where everything that gets sucked into a black hole comes out? The direct answer is none have been observed, and their existence is also a little bit like it's not 100% clear if the theory that predicts them is as sound as is sound enough, let's say this. But I mean, also so the thing is, the question was, do white holes exist that basically spew out everything that a black hole sucks in? I think in this form I would say no, because one of the definitions of a black hole is that there are no paths, no space-time paths leading out of it. Also, that would kind of violate a lot of conservation laws, I think, because I mean, many of you probably know, like if you paid attention in basic high school physics, that energy can never be destroyed or created. The energy has to be always conserved. That is, it's not 100% true. Energy can be changed in a certain way so that it's actually destroyed or transmuted into something else. But with black holes and white holes, usually, I think the energy conservation is one of the biggest problems there. Because knowing I'm live, I really wanna go too far out of my comfort zone and say anything too dumb. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure. By the way, I've won the game because now I can shoot 2 damage here, and at the end of the turn, flicker him and shoot 2 damage again. So yes. But yeah. Maybe someone asked what's a good science topic for us to dig into. Maybe do that. Take a look into white holes and why they're theoretically, or no, why they're predicted by certain theories, but other theories say they can't exist. I think that was the thing. So don't kill me, yeah, but I think the general theory of relativity says white holes are possible, but since we haven't observed any, and because more modern theories say they're kind of unlikely / impossible, I would say the existence of white holes is more of it's a very theoretical construct. I wouldn't expect to find any. Yeah. Does this answer your question, Sabrina? Okay, so yeah, we were able to win a match, and I was able to answer many questions, which is great. And is it possible to donate? Maybe in the future. At the moment, I don't know how this whole monetization stuff works. I mean, it's an honor for me to have people wanting to donate. I would have never thought that would be possible. But for the moment, until I get everything figured out, I mean, I don't want to give off the impression that I'm doing this stream to make money. I'm not. I'm doing this stream because I think it's pretty fun to do a stream. So, yeah. I'll try if I can get it set up, but it's not a high priority at the moment. Ooh. Open a few packs. By the way, in the beginning of the stream, when I talked about Magic a little bit, I talked about the companion mechanic and people thinking it's completely broken. This card is one of the reasons why. Like, I mean, it costs 6 mana, so it's pretty expensive. But there are decks where you play this once and then barf out your entire deck onto the battlefield and just instantly win. It looks pretty insane when it works. Yeah. But I haven't decided on if this is overpowered or not. So, and that's why I'm also not playing it. Okay, so what else do we get? Rare land. Anticlimactic, but always the best. Getting the rare lands of any edition, of any new set is always the best, because lands go into every deck, and every deck needs them, so very good. Alright, guys. I think that does it for today. Oh, what is this? To the end of the stream, Spooder puts in one more endgame endgame remark. Endgame predicted it all. Yes, they predicted it all. Okay. Before this turns into a whole tangent on why Endgame is absolute garbage, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I loved it. It was so much fun. And I'm gonna see when I find the time for another stream. I hope it won't be too long. Maybe this week again. We'll see. We'll see how it turns out. So, good night, everyone. Bye bye. Awkward.